Hi guys, in this video we will learn how to read JSON file and store data into the database. So let's get started with example. So you can see over here I simply downloaded fresh Laravel application and configured database into MySQL. So let me go and show you. You can see that all the tables. Okay. Now what I will do, I will simply go to the storage and inside the private folder I will simply create one file, JSON file. So simply that's called users.json. Okay, and here I will be create some records. So let me create in JSON. So I will say id one and then simply say name, and name I will see simply add Hardik Savani. Okay, and then I will simply say email. Okay, and email will be the Hardik at the rate gmail.com. Okay, and then I will simply create another records and that's called id2. Okay, and then simply say name I will be say Harshit Savani, and then I will simply say email. Okay, and then I will say simply Harshit at the rate gmail.com. Okay, so simply I created two records over here. Simply save it into the JSON. Now first of all I will create one controller to read this JSON file. So simply I will go and I will say php artisan mac controller and I will say JSON controller. Okay, so you can see that JSON controller is created. Here I will be create one route. So I will say route get and I will simply say read JSON. Okay, and simply I will call JSON controller colon class, and then I will set index method on it. Okay, save it. Okay, and here let me use that file. Okay, so JSON controller file and let me use. Okay, save it. Now inside the controller, so let me go here. I need to create index method first over here. So index method, and first I will read the data. So how can we read? So I will simply say users equal to we use storage facade colon there is a JSON method so we can directly read the JSON file. Okay, and then I will simply add users.json. Okay, simply save it and let me use storage facade above. So I will say storage. Okay, save it. Okay, and same thing, let me go and simply delete so we can read or not. Okay, simply save it and let me run the application again. Okay, so I will say php artisan serve. Okay, now let me go here and I will simply say read JSON, hit enter. You can see that both array are coming properly. You can see that ID with the name and email. Okay, so how it's possible with like storage directly JSON? Because if you go to the configuration, there is a file system and by default it's take local. So if you go here inside the local, there is a storage path. That means this path. If I go here storage and there is a private, you can see that private folder by default take. If you choose public, then it will be goes to the public disk. Okay, public folder. So you can understand how easily we can read it. And now let me store this data into the database. Okay, so same thing, let me go here and simply for each loop of the users, and here I will be simply say user colon create, and here I will pass as an array. So I will simply say name. I will take the name from the value. So you can see here I can easily get name key over here. So I will say name and email. Okay, and I will simply say dollar value, and here I will be say email. Okay, and also I need to pass password. So simply say password, and password right now we can set up like by crypt any like 123. So I will use hash password. So I will say hash, save it. Okay, and same thing hash mac, and I will simply say 123 456 for all users for now, because you can set the randomly later. Okay, now you can see that user created, and then at the end I will simply say users created. Simply save it. Okay, and now let me use facade as well. So I will simply say user model. Simply save it. Okay, user, and now let me run. So all these two users will create into the database you table. Okay, so right now it's empty. So now let me go here and refresh it. You can see that users created, and now if I go here and browse it, you can see that name is displayed properly, email is also added over here, and password 123456 by default we set up. So you can see that how easily you can use storage JSON for method, and you can read the JSON file and store data into database as well. So if you guys like this video, then please subscribe my channel for more videos. Thank you so much for watching, guys.